Okay, Steve, could you just tell us what the objectives for the mob conference were?
The objectives for the mob conference were to clarify what it is we should be thinking about when we think about the disruptions inherent in new media. One of the problems is that there's a new data point coming out every day. And the effect is to inundate all of us with important things to think about. And the issue is, well, is everything important? So what we wanted to do was get a series of some of the leading thinkers in this space to sort out what was important to think about, what are the large-scale trends, and to start us thinking, narrowing our focus on those things that are really important to navigating the new media landscape.
Okay. Now that the conference is over and you've had a few weeks to think about what it was and what it wasn't, do you think it met your objectives?
I'm confident that the mob conference met the initial objectives, which was to get the conversation started. It told us that we have an awful lot more work to do. There are important areas to really hone in on. Right? And it also showed us that whatever it is we think we understand about the current landscape doesn't matter because it's changing. So we're changing the focus, our own focus now, from what is the current landscape to what are the large-scale forces at work shaping the landscape.
Okay. Was there anything in the conference that surprised you? Anything someone said or that came up in a group discussion that you didn't expect?
There was one presentation that really altered the way I'm looking at things, and that was Lee Rainey's data from the Pew Internet study. In fact, subsequent to the mob conference, the Pew Internet Project released a number of other studies where they talked about the shift from static desktop computing to mobile computing. And I think that was the most powerful large-scale change that we saw at work in this space. And that's the one that has really clarified my understanding of events in the media business.
Okay. What was your favorite moment? Did you have a favorite moment?
My favorite moment in the mob conference was during day 2. Not for nothing, but it was during a panel that I moderated. And it was when Mike Duda from Deutsch was commenting on Foursquare. And Dennis Crowley, the founder of Foursquare, was sitting right there. But it was Mike Duda who said, what Dennis is doing is applying a CRM layer on the real world. That really struck me, because suddenly the move to mobile computing, to smartphone computing, was cast in its most important light. This is where the action is. This is where all the innovation is going to be taking place. This is where all of us have to be working. It's in the handheld, personal, very granular space.
Okay, last question. Do you feel now that the mob conference has happened that the people who went there are any closer to monetizing their online business than they were before?
I think the people who attended the mob conference are a little closer to monetizing their online business. But gosh, what we saw was that this is a long, difficult road.